Hey y'all, it's Tenikca from Hits with the Misses, and I am back with another homeschool curriculum roundup for our 21-22 school year. And today we are chatting all things science. So before we jump into that, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so we can have more fun and you'll get a notification whenever a new video pops up. Okay, so maybe it was just my very traditional public and private school education that made me think science had to be like big. It had to be this huge textbook. It had to be all of these, long list of lengthy supplies and really had to be done one way. As I am learning and going through homeschooling, I am realizing that is not the case, especially with children as young as mine. I don't know if anyone else has to do this, but I often have to reconcile my child's age versus their ability. So just because they may be, educationally ahead, like you still just turned 6. Like, it's okay. And so last year, I really just leaned into my kids' interest, and they were all about animals. And so I was just like, do you want to just learn about animals next year? And James was ecstatic, and he was like, oh, mommy, please, that would be great. I mean, full transparency, James will wake up and like go read the animal encyclopedia. His favorite books are dinosaurs encyclopedias. Like he is all about it. And so we went with Sassafras Adventures from Elemental Science on their zoology unit. And initially, we bought the hard copy of the book and the download for the SciDat logbook and instruction manual. For some reason, and my kids will listen to me read anything. That book, reading the hard copy of the book, I mean, we couldn't even get through the first chapter. So I bit the bullet and spent $18 and bought the audiobook. Game changer, y'all. Okay, to the point where we were all get in the car and be like, all right, let's go on with Blade and Tracy. And I'm like fully invested now. Like, who is the man with no eyebrows? So when you get to the last chapter of the book, it will tell you all the things they're about to learn. And I'm just listening and driving, and from the back seat I hear, there's more. We get to do more. So I didn't even have to poll the children on if they wanted to continue with this. And I think for what you get and how long you can use it, it is a really good price. Again, all the links, information, all this will be in the blog post below. So click the link to the blog post, and then I'll have all the links for all of this in there. So like my description isn't like 8 miles long. So this year we're going with Sassafras Science Adventures Volume 2 Anatomy. Now, I know you just heard me say how much we love the audiobook. Why do I have this? For James. I have been researching a little on how you listening to an audiobook while reading the words can like help you retain information better. And so I got this for James. So while we're listening, he can read along. And even when I got it, like I was just open the books, open the box because I got it with other stuff. I ordered this from Amazon as well. And Jude saw it and he was just like, well, when are you going to start reading this to me? It's more Blaine and Tracy. So we are all very excited about it. To go along with this, like I said, we have the companion log book. So we'll be doing some of those activities. Also, a little human body tube. Can't go wrong with that. I have another human body curriculum that we may pause and do more on the digestive system, more on the skeletal system, more on the muscular system, because I mean, honestly, the audiobook can go by pretty fast. Zoology did. If full transparency, we listened to the book 3 times. I just stopped before we got to the last chapter and started over. So, we didn't mind. None of us didn't mind, had no problem hearing it again. So we will probably take breaks, explore more, delve a little deeper, apply it. We'll be playing lots of Operation, and just really having fun. If I were to poll any of my peers about their experience in traditional school with science, even the ones that I have polled, fun was not at the top of the list. Even for, people who are like doctors now and, are in a science or, in the tech field, like they never enjoyed science classes in school. And I don't want my kids to say that, and the fact that they were so excited about this, like, I'm going to keep it going and we're just going to have fun while we learn. And I mean, yes, we might do some other things that have nothing to do with the human body, like walking water, or we might stop and just talk about weather or anything like that. But sassafras is going to be the bulk of it, and I'm okay with that. For James, he will be in 2nd grade and turning 7. And so in our state homeschool requirements, you have to test annually. I get to choose to test and how it is administered, but they have to take a test. And so I feel like I need to prepare him for taking a test. I'm not going to lie. As a homeschooler, I'm not really thrilled about that. I think that's part of like the perks of homeschooling, that it's not like this test that binds you. Now, from what I understand, I don't know if this law is going to change. I don't necessarily have to submit the results, but just that they took the test. But we'll see. So for James, just once a week, we're going to be going through this Exploring the Building Blocks of Science, Book 1. There's a student textbook, lab notebook, and a teacher manual. So, and again, I'm going to do flip-throughs of all of these that I can. But I do like that pages are very colorful, large text, when molecules meet, and we can just take this slowly, go through it, and this will be just for James. Will we save this for Jude? Probably so, but right now we're going to be doing this just for James. And in addition, we will probably be doing more experiments. I would love to be able to go back to science centers or special exhibits and things like that and see it in action, or field trips. If it is safe, we most certainly will. And I am praying that it will be. And so we can just have different ways to see the science and apply it. So that is it. And it's crazy to me that that's it, that science doesn't have to be this huge, big, all of this supplies and data and all of these things, because it doesn't. I honestly cannot quantify how much both of my children have learned about animals. Like, even I said something about King Kong, and so James was like, who is King Kong? And my husband said it's a very large ape, and I was just like, is it an ape or a gorilla? And y'all, no kidding, I was like, James, do apes beat their chest? Do gorillas too? And he was like, gorillas. And then went into more things about silverback gorillas. That's just our life. So it doesn't have to be big for us, and I am glad about it. So that is us for our science. If I add more, last year I started doing like mid-year reviews of our curriculum. And so I do plan on doing that again to help y'all out. So I'll keep you posted, okay? That is all I have for now for science, but I'll be back with more of our curriculum and things we're going to do next year. Talk to you soon. Bye.